Have you ever wondered whereby you look at some of your friends and it seems like they are very lucky? You imagine they graduated, they got a job. After getting a job, they got married. They moved from one job to the other. Or another one, you look at that young guy that you saw. He said he has called, he has bought a car. It seems like they're always lucky, and you're asking yourself, God, why me, right? Good. Let me share a story with you. Many years ago, fresh out of school, finished NYSC, worked. We got off. I just wanted to jackpot. So about a group of our friends, we came together. Well, relocated to London, and we jackpot. We did everything to get visa. And the first job I got, that we got, let me say, is security guard. Okay, was a security guard. We're supposed to be patrolling a building. The supervisor stay inside, but us, we patrol the building. Every 1 hour, you go and click to make sure you don't sleep. There's this click button they give. Now, 2 weeks after they took us, it was myself, Richard, and Chooks, okay? Three of us. 2 weeks after we got the job, Chooks was elevated to like be in charge of us. He doesn't have to patrol anymore. He takes the entries. So we looked at it, okay, now nice one, lucky you. Guess what? A month later again, Chooks was made a supervisor. The supervisor left, so they put supervisor Chooks inside. We say, now wow, we all stayed together. You see, myself, Chooks, and Richard, okay? Now, what happened again? 6 months later, Chooks has been posted to head office. He stopped wearing uniform. They gave him suits. He was now the one deploying us to site. So Richard called me, said, "What's going on, man? Why is only?" He said, "I don't understand." Said showing him attitude. I'm like, "No, come on. He thinks he's better than us." For now there's a church we used to go to at Wembley site. Nigerian church. And there are these girls that we saw, wanted to see if we can, be close to them, date them, papers, different things. See if we can marry any nice girls. For Chooks came to the wow. The prettiest one among them has agreed for Chooks. They are dating. Richard said, "I don't understand what's going on, what Chooks is doing." Anyway, to cut the long story short, Chooks called us again. "Guys, get what? I've gotten another job. I'm leaving that company." He studied accounting at Yabatech. They've given him a job. Richard called me, and Richard said, "You know what? I don't understand what's going on with Chooks. Believe me, trust me, where I'm from, Chooks is using our destiny." I'm like, "Come on, cut it off. What do you mean using your destiny? He's not using your destiny." So he's using anyway. To cut the long story short, Chooks proposed to the girl. This is all within 1 year. He proposed to the young lady and she said yes. And it was, I was happy. Richard was frowning. So Richard called me aside at night on the phone. Said, "I'm going to move out of the apartment. I think Chooks, it happens in life. Chooks is using our destiny while our own goes down. Imagine you and I were still doing security job and this and that, Anyway, to cut the long story short, Chooks now called us, said, "Guys, guess what? Surprise." I'm like, "What?" And Richard goes, "What now? What now?" Richard was frowning. He was not in the mood to receive the good news or whatever. So this topic, I'm going to talk about how to create your own luck. All right? How to create your own luck. I'm saying some people say they don't get a job. Some people meet the right people. Some people even say, things like, "Oh, you're just lucky because you got it." No, I found out that luck is actually a pattern. Okay, it's a combination of pattern and when preparation, mindset, and energy. Preparation, mindset, and energy. But to me, the energy is even more important than the preparations and all right. I'll break it down how it works. Why most people unknowingly push luck away? Yes, most of us unknowingly push luck. We are full of complaint, negative energy. See what something? You don't chase luck. You attract luck by being ready when opportunities knock. You do not chase luck. You attract it by being ready. Most of us wait till when the time comes. They ask you, "Do you know how to?" You're looking for a job. You've not gone to practice to excel. You know no skill. And when they tell them you get back to them. That's when you're running around to go and no. What really is luck? Okay. Most people think luck is magic. Okay. That some people were born under lucky stars, some people were lucky, they are connected, family background. Don't doubt me. Don't get me wrong, those things takes place. It helps you jumpstart. But I'll tell you on the end of the game, that person who's proactive to his actions will always beat that person who was given those privileges in the beginning. Okay? Let's take two people. And I'll use that saying, well, let's take two people. You hear the one say, "Oh, nothing good is happening right now. This is Tinubu's time. This is Buhari's time." In fact, I'll tell you something that happened to us last year. Last year when the dollar was just devalued, Naira was devalued, all our business, everything was just going wrong. It's like it was all planned. And at the time, so I went to share a story with one of my friends. And you should be careful who you listen to. And the guy told me, this is Tinubu's time, that this guy's business has closed down. Do you remember that our friend that has a hotel is about selling the hotel? I'm like, "What? Do you remember that our friend that has a bakery?" I said, "Yes, the bakery is not selling." He gave me like 3 different examples of people that are not doing well. that's shutting down. He even gave me one guy that we invested in his property. Remember a guy that is building somewhere? I said, yes. So that guy is not building, he's declaring bankruptcy, he's owing so many people who are trying to collect our money. And I took that. And for months, I kept saying that, is the economy, Tinubu has devalued the money, the economy is bad and all that. But after a while, one night, I just woke up and said, no, it's energy. This guy is doing that. You know what? Is the economy bad? Yes. Are things terrible? Yes. What should I be preoccupying my mind how to do to dig myself out? So I said, okay. That's what I said about. So we shut down branches that were not doing well. Let some staffs that were coming late, we started looking that were not serious with the job, this and we said, okay, instead of having multiple outlets, let's start with one in that. I went to check my other project I was doing. I said, okay, what do we do? Do we sell off this property that we are building that the tenants are giving us problem? We trimmed down. We looked at the FMCG. Why are people not buying this our product? Why is our e-commerce struggling? We sent something outside state. The importation we're doing, we streamlined. Now, I'm not saying it's honky-dory right now, but guess what? I'm at a better mindset. We are better managing our things. It helps you strategize instead of making excuses, okay? What you have to understand is this. Lucky people aren't lucky. They are just alert, aligned, and always moving. I repeat, lucky people are not lucky people. They are just at alert, they are aligned and always moving. You're searching for a job and you're doing it from your home. No. Motion creates luck. You must be in motion. You don't wish for a job. You don't wish for a partner. You don't position yourself for where you're going to meet the partner. No matter how you pray for a job, no matter how you pray for the right kind of partners, no matter how you pray for the right kind of business, you must position yourself, discuss it with people, put it across to people that this is what I would like to do, this is what I'm trying to do. Some people who tells you that you shouldn't tell people your vision, that will vanish away, they'll discourage you. Let them discourage you, but you must go with a strong mindset. So what did we do to revitalize our business? It was so bad that at the time I felt like wrapping it up and just leaving the country. It was so bad, very, very bad last year. I'm not saying it's better now, but at least we could see clearly, there's clarity. So, you see, you must have your motion. Motion is luck. So what do I mean? You must be on the move towards what you want to do, even when it's not working. Submit that CV. Write that song. Approach that lady. Let them say no. Apply for that visa. Don't be saying they are not giving people visa right now. They are refusing everybody. No. Test that ground. Travel. Change that job. Try that opportunity. What's the worst that will happen? You don't get it. You didn't lose or you learned. So luck is motion. Many people pray for luck, but they never move. Okay? Every time you take a step, it increases your chances of luck. Okay? So what I'm just trying to say is that remember this. Okay? Luck always finds prepared one, not the one wishing. Luck always finds the prepared person, not the one wishing. The prepared mind is the person luck is looking for. Okay, so luck is about preparation means opportunity. Okay, then we're wishing we didn't have the resources. Fine, we wanted to do adverts, we wanted to renovate some of our outlets. We didn't know, but we started knocking. We talked to banks, we talked to friends. We said, okay, how can we save? Is it from this staff that we cut down a bit? Can we save the money from there? So luck is preparation meets opportunity. Okay, just think of it like luck is like rain. It doesn't fall inside your house. Okay, you have to step outside. It's like rain that is falling, and you can't stay indoors. Rain falls. That is how luck comes. For it to perch on you. Okay, there is always a saying that luck happens when preparation meets opportunity. The reason is this: some people don't make a move. They stay in one place. They pray for big opportunity, and they don't develop the skills to handle it. You want a big job? Learn a craft. You want a big platform? Build the character. Opportunity rewards with preparation, not wishful thinking. Many of us we do wishful thinking, and this is where many of them miss it the most. Okay, they pray for open doors, but they never build the strength to walk through the door. You're always praying for open doors. You don't build, and when it comes, you can't even handle it. I'll give you an example. Many years ago, there's someone that called me randomly from Abuja. This is me waiting for that kind of opportunity to come, and he gave me a kind of job I couldn't do. I regret till now. I didn't have the capacity. I did not have the capacity financially. I needed to mobilize at least 100 million to go and do the job. They called me in Abuja, but I was not prepared. But I'll tell you what I did many years later that I was able to do that. Okay, since I was praying for this kind of contract, I was praying for this kind of job, I started positioning myself with investors, partners, friends That in case. So when there was one that now came, that was about 80 million then. And I didn't, it took me just 2 days. I raised the money and we mobilized. And when that came, I settled those people that did pay them with their interest. So that is how you position yourself. You're praying for a job, you're praying for a business growth, you're praying for whether your content, you're praying for to relocate, you're praying for partner, but you know, even the character has not been formed, the temperament, the finances. You position yourself for it. That is how I work. Okay. Now the fourth one is the power of relationship. Okay. Now, your next lucky break is probably hiding in someone's contact list. I'll go back to my friend Jukes and Richard. Um, why was our friend getting opportunities? I later found out he was getting opportunities that I saw when he meets people in the church. We just come to church, worship, and go. We greet. He goes, "Hello, how are you?" How he shows genuine interest in people, even in our bosses, because we are wondering how come we all came, and he has gone far in life. He used it. He had an open heart. He positions himself. While my friend was busy thinking, he was using juju, he was taking our destiny, he was using our luck. Those weren't it. I paid close attention to him. While we were studying, while we were working, he was studying and reading for an exam to go into. We sleep over the whole night on the night duty. He is reading. He's asking himself, okay, how can immigrants get an admission in school? You can't get university because you didn't come the formal way. He went to a college. He was, and he was sharing this to us, but we thought it was not going to be possible. While he was doing that, he was looking for another job. So he was positioning himself, building relationships. People recommend people. Relationships are bridge to opportunities. Many of us have burnt our bridges. And so what? Is he the biggest person? Is he God? Am I the first person? No. Don't slam doors. Even when you're breaking a relationship, I always tell people, don't slam door in people's faces. Walk away respectfully. Because when you slam that door, it jams. When you slam that door on people's faces, it jams. That's arrogance. Walk away honorably. Even if it was that person that offended you, when they see you again, the conscience. Okay, ask yourself, do you invest in your relationship or do you only remember people when you need them? Do you invest in relationship or you remember people only? Treat everyone with respect. You never know who you might remember for opportunity to show up tomorrow. Lots of people, they only reach out to you when you need them. A friend of ours was made a DG of a parastatal. And one of my friends kept calling me, let's go and see this guy. Let's go and see this guy. He was our classmate in university. And I told him, no, I'm not going to do that. So, well, to cut the long story short, behind my back, he traveled all the way to Abuja to introduce himself. Remember when we used to be in Soso Hostel? The guy said, I remember you're my friend. So he went there and he wasted his time, wasted his flight ticket. He stayed for about 3 days in the hotel to see him. When he finally see him, nothing came out of it. But guess what? I ran into the same friend at the airport. It was even the one that called me. Well, Sam, what's up? How you doing? This, that, take my card. And he now told me they've made him this. I asked him what he said. I'm the DG of so. But guess what? I told him, hey, do us proud. I know you can do well. You're not proud. I didn't ask him for anything. Why? I've not seen you in 20 something years. They make your friend gets opportunity. You're a vulture. It's a vulture characteristics we have in Nigeria. A group of people, your friend excels, and you all keep bugging him. Your friend gets a visa, he travels, and you're all disturbing him. They make your friend a commissioner, they make your friend an MD, you all rush and bug the hell out of him. No! The power of relationship means those that you build. Now, there are some friends of mine, if they make that, don't get me wrong, I'll approach them because I've been building a relationship with them. But I didn't build with that guy. We didn't build with him. So why will I go now that they make him? So and another point is the luckiest people aren't smart. They are connected. So always remember that the luckiest people aren't smart. They are connected. Okay. Now the last one is clean your energy. Okay. Clear your space and opportunities calling. Okay. Let's talk about energy because luck doesn't flow where negativity flows. Some of us are so negative. When you're bitter, jealous, always complaining, you block the vibration that attracts. Like that, my friend, that were a third roommate, that was always complaining. And he didn't do well. He's envious, he's jealous, you always think there's something that is it. You will never attract luck in your life. You work and still keep your universe open and be positive, So have you noticed how powerful people seem to attract good things? Yes, rich people, powerful people, they attract good things. But a lot of us that are not doing well, we keep attracting. If you go among the struggling people, that's where you hear about witchcraft. You hear about somebody doing somebody. You don't hear the rich people say that, even though it exists, because they do not operate on that sphere. But the poor people, you go to where poor people are, that's where native doctors strive the most. That's where witchcraft fly the walls. Have you ever heard about a witch flying and landing somewhere among the rich people? It's among the poor. What's going on? Because that is the sphere and the energy. So if you're in that neighborhood and you look for a way to get out, if you're with a group of friends that all they talk about is to see a prophet, to talk to an alpha, they cannot take a piece without talking to an alpha, run away. Okay? So luck is energy, gratitude, calmness, confidence is magnet luck. Protect your space, speak positively about your life, and keep showing up. You must keep showing up. Okay, don't say it didn't work yesterday, it didn't work last week. No, you must keep showing up. That is how you meet luck. You knock on that door, it opens, it didn't come today. Next day, you knock on the door of luck. You have to keep trying. Don't throw away. Fine. You're a human being. Once in a while, you get discouraged. I'm not doing again. No. Sometimes luck is just timing. Okay. Sometimes luck is just. But if you give up too early, you miss your turn. It's turn by turn. Okay. Most overnight success were just people who refuse to stop showing up. Most overnight success are people who just refuse to stop showing up. They tried, they failed, they learned, they came back. They tried, they learned, they failed, they came back. You must keep doing that, okay? Every day, show up is another dice you roll. Every day you show up is another dice that you just roll. So you must always show up, okay? And eventually, luck will hit you, okay? So if you're on a final note, if you want to attract luck in your life, I always say it, believe it's possible. Keep moving, okay? Prepare like your opportunity is tomorrow. Be ready. Many of us are not ready, and when we are called, we can't do it. I did a job, a welder. I called a welder, and my friend that had a supermarket needed some job. He works with me. This guy does small job. It takes him forever to work, but he knows his job. And I gave it to my friend. The job came to about 4.5 million. Big welding job. Guess what? He wasn't prepared for it. He didn't have the capacity. He squandered the opportunity. Now my friend is threatening to use police to look for him. He doesn't even pick his call. He cannot even talk to the guy that I'm sorry. So you must build good relationship, okay? Protect your energy. And most important, never stop showing up, okay? And you'll be lucky and you'll not be speaking the language of others saying that person was lucky. So that's how you attract luck. Go through this message again. Like I said, you must believe it's possible. Don't speak it. This is Tinubu's time. This is Buhari's time in this economy. When you hear people speak that, walk away. Say, yes, economy, but that's not my language. When you hear people say, for this Tinubu time, now the price, no, walk away. Believe that in this Tinubu's time, there are people that are genuinely doing business, buying cars, building houses, setting up businesses that are not corrupt. They are not politicians. I want you to know that because I see so many. I repeat it again. Believe it's possible. Keep moving. Prepare your opportunity for tomorrow. Just be position yourself. Don't worry, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't be like the welder I talked about. Build good relationship, like I mentioned. Don't screw it up. Protect your energy, and most importantly, do not stop showing up. Okay? So when it happens, it wasn't luck. And you were prepared and you met it. Have a beautiful day. My name is Sam.